This is pollo pisao and rice.
Arroz amarillo.
There you go.
Sí, arroz amarillo.
Arroz amarillo. Wait, did I say it right?
Yeah, right.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm back with another video. The reason why I started off that way with such enthusiasm is because my brother told me, Rebecca, maybe you should just, start your video saying hello with an excitement and stop looking so tired all the time. I can't help that I'm tired, but thank you for the advice. Guys, bear with me. I feel sick. I feel horrible right now. I've been getting sick a lot lately this year, and I don't understand why. Like, when I would get sick, I would get really sick. But now, this year, for some reason, can't figure it out. I have this sore throat, so my speech might be whack. Just letting you guys know ahead of time. It's still the middle of summer, and the seasons are not even changing yet, so. But it is what it is. Speaking of speaking dysfunctional, I have a learning disability, which this video is about. So whoever is watching this video and you have a learning disability, let me know in the comments below, because I love relating to people and having conversations about it. Or if you're just interested in what this learning disability is, I would just like to see what struggles you went through, or what type of help you got for it, what worked for you, your study tactics. This learning disability is called, if you haven't guessed it, boom, here it comes, dyslexia. I have dyslexia. I was born with dyslexia, which whoever has dyslexia, you were born with dyslexia. And so before I dive into dyslexia, if you have dyslexia is not a bad thing. It just means that you are smarter in some other area, but you are definitely not book smart, or you just struggled in school. And I'm pretty sure there's 4 different types of dyslexia. I can't really tell you the names because I don't really know the names, but yeah, I'm just sticking with dyslexia as a whole. What's crazy is 3 million people in the US per year have dyslexia, and that's a lot of people. Yeah, I'm not the only one. We have a whole family of dyslexia people out there. So hello to you fellow dyslexic people. But yeah, I'm here to share my journey with you and how I was able to pass high school. And now I'm moving on in life. One of the things that I've definitely struggled with was communicating. So it took me a longer process to learn things. I will have to go back to the subject over and over and over again, whatever was talked about, whether it was math or science. Yeah, it was embarrassing. It was very embarrassing for me because due to dyslexia, I did get bullied a little bit for it, and it wasn't fun, especially when you're in elementary, because kids, you know how kids are, they're innocent, but also they have no filter. So kids will tell you how it is. Trust me. But that's all kids. It was hard for me to actually get what the teacher was talking about. It was harder going to school because everything was done more on a time limit, where in homeschool it was just everything was your pace. So yeah, I did 2 years of homeschool. We would have reading groups, so we would take time to read into the groups, or we would just read by ourselves. I would be on a sentence in a book, and I would find myself going back to the beginning of that sentence, where I would see other kids sitting beside me. They're already almost in the middle of the book, which was crazy to me, and I was like, why am I still on the first page? Why? What is wrong with me? Literally, I thought I was dumb and I was stupid and I'm never gonna pass school. Yeah, due to dyslexia, I was held back in 2nd grade. But at the time, I did not know that I had dyslexia. I don't think my parents knew, but I think my mom had a feeling that I had some type of learning disability. But looking back at it now, it was actually kind of funny. Back then, my mom would try to help me with homework, whether it was math or science. And she would try to teach me and I wouldn't get it, so she would get so frustrated. But I'm sitting there, I'm like, Mom, literally it's not my fault. I just don't know what is being said right now. And what's the first thing that you think of when you hear someone say the word dyslexia? You think of kids or people just seeing letters or numbers floating in the air, right? Yes. That's how it was with me, but you don't literally see it floating in the air. The best way I can describe it is like 300 puzzle pieces scattered everywhere, and you have to piece everything together, and it just takes you a long time to piece everything together. I guess it's just a mind thing, but yes, I literally did. It was just, everything was just scrambled, and I couldn't put it in one form. My speech, I've been working on my speech, but I do find that some of my English is not proper enough. Like, it's just not, I would say certain things and it would not be in the right sentence. And then I also do find myself still not able to spell some words. And I find it hilarious because some of my siblings who are younger than me actually have to help me spell some of these words. Is that fun? Absolutely not. You know, when you get picked on for it. But now it's more of a joke. Just little things here and there that I still have to battle with. Reading a book, unless I'm really, really interested in it. Well, even if I'm really interested in the book and I'm determined to finish the whole book, I will still find myself going back to the beginning of that sentence that I'm on. So, you know, I'm just trying to work with my speech. But yeah. Oh, and another thing is, some of the things I would say, I would have it in my brain, but it comes out totally different. And I'm like, okay, wait a second. This is not what I was thinking right now. Sometimes I will be talking and I'll just stop in the middle of my sentence and go back to the beginning of what I was saying. And I would get really, really frustrated because sometimes I would find a little bit of stutter in my speech. And yeah, it's just very frustrating because it's like, okay, I'm talking to other people like this, and it gets a little bit embarrassing. And that's definitely one of my insecurities. But dyslexia as a whole is not an insecurity for me. It definitely used to be an insecurity because I was that kid that never really got A's, B's, and let alone C's. It was really hard for me to get a C. And there would be kids in my class that are A and B students, and let's say the A student got a B. They will whine about it. And I'm just standing there and thinking in my head, why are they whining about it? I mean, you should be happy that you got a B. In my case, I have to work hard to get a C. You know? Yeah, it was annoying. One thing I could say is I'm proud to be me, Becky Narvaez. If I was born with dyslexia, fine. You know, I'm just going to embrace every part of me. And it just makes me as a better person. Certain things people will tell me, if they tell me in detail, I cannot. Okay, for example, if someone tells me to put something away, you can't be in detail where you're like, could you walk to the left and then put this on the bottom shelf to the right, and then when you're done that, put that away. You know, that's a lot of information. Where with me, I just get it when you talk to me simple. Like, okay, when you turn to the left, there's a bottom shelf. Just put it right there. Boom, and you're done. If you notice, some people that might know me, that I ask you again what you told me to do, it's not because I'm trying to annoy you or anything like that. It has to do with either my dyslexia or I just didn't hear you. Like, I just really couldn't hear what you're saying. So, whoever has dyslexia, be proud of who you are. You're just more smarter in different areas. You're not book smart, which we all have determined that already. And I can say that freely because you know what? I'm not book smart. So it's okay. I can relate to you. And it's really cool because, you know, you have famous people that are legendary that have dyslexia. And that also did encourage me at the age of 16. I was like, goodness, what am I going to do? How am I going to pass school? I found there's so many famous people that actually have dyslexia. So, for example, you have people like Magic Johnson. He's a basketball player. Come on, guys. Tom Cruise, he's an actor. And then you got Albert Einstein, the big genius, the big scientist. And all these people battle dyslexia. And they still have dyslexia, but they're legendary. Whoever has dyslexia out there or some type of form of learning disability when it comes to books, you're not alone, and don't see it as a bad thing. I'm not saying it's fun to have, but we just gotta embrace ourselves as a whole. Yeah, other people just don't have the skills that we have, but vice versa. Like, we don't have the skills that they have. We're more hands-on smart, which I've heard. It's pretty cool.
Replace it.
Oh, what are you doing?
What is wrong with you?
Bro.
You guys are legit.
Those are
You're an idiot.
Those are real crit, bro.
Oh yeah, that's where you go right.
I know how big those things are.
Oh, why the mask?
Because the mask is saying, look at my
Some
mask.
culture kings. Wait, Jesse, look.
What?
Wait. Okay, are we actually swimming?
For show.
For show?
Yes, sir, bro.
Okay, then I gotta change my clothes.
This area.
Dude, what is that, a spider?
Yeah, go beat him up, bro. Where's the spider?
Let me snipe
What
it.
is that? Like a floating caterpillar?
Right there. Yo, actually, what is that, though?
I don't know. Jonathan, throw a rock at it. Don't smack it. What if you get caught in the web? Ooh!
Oh,
Pass me rock. Pass me something. Dude, how are we missing this thing? We saved you, little buddy. Go swim away.
Oh, that's a frog.
No, it's not.
That's a frog.
It is actually.
Never take me fishing, bro.
She actually caught.
I was like,
I just caught a fish.
Yo, if I'm out in the wild, I'll just survive. Like, I want to do one.
Abby, period.
Hey, I just got here, bro.
Abby, you have to post with
Yo,
me.
I'm insane, bro. Yeah,
Hold
my
it
first
up.
fish.
Josh,
Hold
let
up.
her hold it up by the string.
Yeah, this is my first fish. Hold up. Like this?
Bro, just like.
Oh.
Look at modern day society.
Look at modern day society.
Look at me. I am.
Smile.
Jesse, I'm just.
No, you gotta get all the way in there though.
The fish.
Why?
There you go. Hold
fish.
Oh my god.
Ah, the fish.
Even if it kicks, don't let go of it.
Wait,
okay?
do I send this one back?
Hold it down
No, just
so it
put it
doesn't
over
break
there.
its
I
neck.
thought you were sitting in
Because that one's
feet.
gonna die too. Legit. That's that one's just gonna die.
What if it like tries to eat my thumb?
It's not.
Okay, here you go. I don't want to kill it.
Dig it.
Well, it's already dead. I just killed a
Is
fish.
that one
I just murdered a fish.
Watch out, cub.
Ooh. You're so dumb.
I'm about to say like frick this and do a belly flop. In the water right now. Frick yeah. Wait, back up so she can like do her thing. You gotta do it right. Wind up.
Whoa. Why you gotta do that?
All right, Jonathan. Seriously, like we have to back up. You know I'm going on that side. Come join me. No. What?
Wait, this has like snakes in it.
Jesse, just go in one time. Jesse, so what are you gonna do? Go in my car like that? Jesse, turn around. Okay, never mind. Why? Because you're flexing and we could tell. All right, just dive in.